Hello, my peeps, and welcome back to another episode of my Final Fantasy IX walkthrough. We are still continuing with the Disc 4 side quest. We did a couple in the last episode, but now we have to, finish up giving back the magical fingertips. We need to give that to the old man in Gorio, but I think I'm actually going to hold off on that because if I start doing something else, yeah, I know, very vague, I kind of apologize, but we're gonna go back to Gorio for other reasons, so I might start doing that before I go completely go back there, and then just in like less than 10 minutes have to go right back to it. Now, where are you going? I completely forgot that because Kuja blew up Terra, we now can do the last ocean, the last ocean dig up. But I'm trying to find the... There it is. There's some of that. There's some in there. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, because what we're supposed to do, and in the other ones that were the ocean when you had to dive for the treasures, there were bubbles. Here, there really isn't anything. You have to be in the middle where Terra was, and you just have to dig. So, that does mean there's really no exact point. Like, that one isn't. Let's go ahead and see. So, unfortunately, come on. You just have to feed dead peppers until you actually get it. Okay. Let's see, maybe I'm too close to that. Let's get a little bit closer. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. I am not having any luck, but let's go more over here. Maybe do it right here. I wish they would be a little bit more forgiving. Although, let me go ahead and... let's try it here. Nope. So, looking at this... and let's try the middle between kind of these three. Let's try that. Nope, no love there. And this is the real fun part about this one. Yes, I know, I'm pressing the wrong button. Let's try here. Let's try doing the middle of these guys. Compared to that, I don't think so. So maybe around here. Oh, dang it. I'm really hating this. Because there, like I said, you just kind of have to go in the middle where... Oh, there it is, finally. Found a treasure on the bottom of the ocean. 10 aquamarine, 1 ultima weapon, 1 Maximilian, 1 invincible card. And are they any good? I don't know. Let's go ahead and see. I'm trying to go to the card. Okay, so the Invincibles, of course, is a ship. There it is. Actually, that's not a bad, at least for the numbers. That's not bad for the numbers, but really bad for the arrows. So, What does that mean? I might actually redo it and torture myself with trying to find that stupid spot again. So, yes, I will see you guys in just a moment. Alright, you guys. I did go ahead and restart my game, probably about 3 or 4 times, but I was able to get a card. Sorry, I want to get rid of. Yeah, I'll get rid of that one. Sorry, trying to make sure that I keep my stock down, just because I could only have 100 cards at a time, and so I'm trying to do one of each type, but yes, sorry. So this is the invincible that I was able to get. Now, did the other one that only had like 2 or 3 arrows higher numbers? Yeah, because it was like 8M something something. But I'll take this one because it has everything but 1. So yeah, I will definitely go with this one. So yeah, that's gonna come in handy. And I did completely space saying that I did get a trophy for digging up the Ultima. I should actually show this to you. We were able to get the Ultimus weapon. Now, is this a really good one? Well, for the attack, it goes from 71 for the Ragnarok to 100, so that's actually great. But unfortunately, it does make it so then I actually go down for speed. Not the best thing for Zidane, but so, unfortunately, I can't learn anything new. Why did I say the Ragnarok? The Ragnarok is for Steiner, so I apologize. But, yeah, so we did get that trophy. It was called the Ultimate Dual Blade. So yes, this is his ultimate weapon for this particular game. But yes, sorry, I forgot to mention it, because I was so busy going, ooh, a new card! Because, yeah, I've been trying to play that. So we did that. And was it easier to do? A little bit. I still didn't usually get it on the first one, but usually got it within the 3rd try, so, I got better at it. Okay, so what we can do now, let's go ahead and get back to, where are we going to go? I think we're going to go ahead and start the Magnet, and that's really the side quest that's going to take us all over the world, including into Degorio, which is why I'm like, I'll just wait for it, and I'm not going to Alexandria. I need to, but I'm not going there. So, yeah, let me go ahead and quickly land, and then go ahead and get off my Chocobo, and go ahead and enter here. Now, I do need to find where Kupo is. Now, we have seen Kupo before. That's not the problem. What we do need to do is apparently slow down because I can't go. Anywho, so if you notice, there are girls here. What? I don't have Vivi in my party! Actually, if you have Vivi in your party, the girls will be there as well. But since I have Aiko, the girls are actually going to invite Aiko to go ahead and do some jump roping. And am I actually any good at it? No, I still am not, and especially when I can't hear anything. Yeah, so I'm really, really bad. Come play with us again. So I'm going to disregard that because I know I can't do the jumps. I'd probably have to try to see if I could cheese it by doing a program and having an automatic blah blah blah, but then I'd have to do remote play, and then I'd have to worry about connection and blah blah blah. Yeah, so I'm just not going to do that. So Kupo is right here. This Moogle here is very much trying to pay attention to how many jumps we're able to do, so this Moogle doesn't really have anything to say to me, because other than the encouragement, you can do it! No, I can't. So, Stiltskin, I tried to figure out what Artemisian was doing, but I didn't understand how he felt. Okay. Oh, hey! Do you want to buy a set of Moonstone, Ruby, and Elixir for 5,555 gil? And of course, we're going to do that. And in this case, I'm actually going to be getting 2 different sorry, we're going to be getting 2 different trophies, which is very exciting. The Moonstone. So I know you can't see it, but we just got a trophy called Over the Moon, and that's because we were able to collect all 4 moonstones. Now, of course, I only have 3 in my inventory because I had to give it to a friendly monster, but they aren't holding that against me, which I'm very thankful for. Ruby, Elixir, Stillskin. Thanks, buddy. I'll sell you stuff again when I get more. And, we just got another one. Another trophy, I mean. Driving the hard bargain. So I know Stiltskin said he'll give us more deals, but that's actually the last one. So again, another trophy. So yeah, we're getting a lot of trophies done in this episode. So I am going to just immediately speak to Stiltskin. Oh, I wanted to do something for you, because you always buy stuff from me. We received a ribbon. Ooh, okay, sorry. The ribbon is, of course, something we already have. Why am I really excited about it? Because, I think that means we have a total of 4 of them. So, we do have 3 of them. Will we have 4? I don't know. We have 4 because Quina has 1. Yes! Okay, so why is that so exciting? That's actually something really good to have when you're looking to level up and try to get more bonus points to your stats. So, yes, it's very exciting. And now I have 4 of them. Am I going to use it all when I'm doing the level up? I don't know, we'll see. But yes, but that's a really, really good thing. So, Stiltskin, thank you! You're so cool. Traveling the world has taught me how little I know. Yeah, me too, actually. Alright, so we came to actually talk to Kupo. Can I help you, Kupo? So, Mognet. We're going to go ahead and cancel. I think we're getting close to solving the mystery of Mognet, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Atla. And of course. Okay, thanks, Kupo. Now, pretty much for each of these, or at least most of them that we're going to be delivering the letter for, we can get a Kupo nut. But of course, once I have one in my inventory, they won't ever let me know or give one to me again until I give one back to the until I go to the groom and give it to him. Then they would give me another one, but I'm just not interested. Quite honestly, I got the 4 special ones for each of the discs. Now I just don't want to waste my time. So, alright, so who we're going to? We're going to Atla. I definitely know where Atla is, and actually I shouldn't have even started getting flying because, well, Atla is over in Burmecia. Ooh, and I went too far. There it is. Desert, desert, desert. Okay. And, okay, so going in here, this is the place where I kind of leveled up my AP, just because, again, the enemies in here, they haven't actually leveled up or anything like that from the time for Disc 1, so you don't really get all that much experience, which again, I wasn't looking to really focus on leveling up. I kind of want to keep those low and not really learn a lot until I actually focus on getting them all to 99, because of course, the more I can make sure that my equipment adds more bonus points to my stats, the better it is. Okay, so what are we doing? Mog shop? No. Mognet. So we need to give Atla a letter. A letter from Kupo? I wonder what it could be. Kupo. Alright, the letter says, I heard we haven't received any mail lately because the machine in Mognet Central broke down, Kupo. It's supposedly a complicated machine. They're missing something that makes the machine run smoothly, Kupo. Atla, I wonder if I'll start getting mail again when the machine gets fixed, Kupo. And yes, you would. I'll give you this in exchange for delivery. Kupo nut. So again, if I was to go and give this Kupo nut to the groom, then the next person that I give a letter to, at least in this, for this particular runaround, this side quest, I would get a Kupo nut for each one. But like I said, the actual regular items, they're just not that good. If there was a possibility for me to get an elixir, I'd totally do it, but no. Can't do it. I don't think I talked to him again to find out where I need to go. Phooey. Alright, sorry. I got too excited. Let's try this again. Magnet. We're getting closer to solving the mystery of Magnet, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Magrio. Okay, thanks, Kupo. So where is Magrio? That is a great question. Magrio is actually in the Black Mage Village. And so, we need to go there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, and what I will do is I will get to the Black Mage Village and bring you guys back, just because this will save time and maybe I can actually put more information in my episodes. So yes, I will see you in just a moment. Alright, we are here on the outer continent, and here is the Black Mage Village. So of course there's only... Oop, I went the wrong way. That's the inn. I need to actually go to the... like the barn? I don't know what we should call it, but it's the stable for this guy. Alright, so I need to... no, I need... oh, actually there was an item here that I missed, but I think I picked it up while I was doing all the card games. But it's right here, and it was actually a geisha green, so it wasn't incredible or anything like that. But I just need to talk to Magrio. So Magnet, give Magrio a letter. The letter says, we haven't been receiving mail because the machine in Magnet Central broke down. I wonder how we can fix it, Kupo. Do you think there's a special item that will fix the machine? Yeah, Magrio. A special item? Maybe it's... Alright, let's go ahead and find out what they want us to do. I want you to deliver a letter to Kumul. Okay, of course we're gonna say okay. So, where is Kumul? That's a great question. Kumul is actually back in Ibsen Castle. So now we have to go to the Forgotten Continent. So I will see you in just a moment. Alright, so we are here at Ibsen Castle, so let's go ahead and get off. And I still have no encounters on, which is great, because then I want to get here quick. And here is Kumul, so Magnet, give Kumul a letter. What, a letter? Thanks, Kupo. The letter says, I heard that the machine in Magnet Central broke down. It's because they're missing that item. I wonder where you can find one, Kupo. It's a rare item, so I don't think you'll be able to find one very easily. Kumul? That item? Oh! Alright, so tell me. Kumul, I have a favor to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Moise. Of course we'll do it. Where is Moise? Moise is actually at the entrance to Fossil Rue. The biggest thing you have to remember is that you need to have Quina in your party. If you're doing this and you go to where you actually, in Q's Marsh, have the... Sorry. If you're in the Q's Marsh, and when we first went over to the outer continent, Moise is not going to be there if you... oh, I'm in the wrong part. Oh well, I still need to land in a forest. But so it's going to be this one that's right here. There it is. But if you do not have Quina in your party, Moise will not be there. Why? I don't know. That's just the deal. Ooh, can I go fish catching? Yes I could, but I'm already at 98, so I really don't want to get another frog, because then I'd be forced into a very big boss battle. An enemy that actually has the most HP out of all the bosses that we will come across. So yeah, I'm not ready yet. Hi, how can I help you? Give him a letter. A letter from Kumul? Alright, so the letter says, I understand, Kupo. Magnet will function again once we have some. I think Moise would know. Kupo, where is that item? We need it to repair Magnet. Moise? They gotta tell me more than that item, Kupo. So what are you gonna have us do? Cancel it? Hey, you gotta deliver a letter to Nagi for me, Kupo. And of course, sure. Thanks. So let's go ahead. Where is Nagi? Nagi is in Digurio, which is the reason why I was waiting to do this one to actually handle the magical fingertips, because I'm gonna go there anyway. So I have two things to do in Digurio. Which one am I gonna do first? Well, I'll probably go ahead and give the... I need a forest. I will probably go ahead and give the letter to Nagi, just because I can easily just go there on the way to the other place. So yeah, it's just, it makes more sense. Okay, so we are here in Digurio. Okay, so we're gonna go this way because Nagi is over here. And let's go ahead and try... Alright. Let's go ahead. Hi, Nagi. I have something for you. A letter from Moise. Thanks for delivering it. The letter says, I think Magnet can go back to standard operation if we get the right item. Kupo, if you ask me, I think the item that they're looking for is that thing. You know what I mean, right? I mean, it's that, thing. Nagi, that thing? Oh, wait, I know. Kupo Kupo. Alright, what does that mean? Nagi, I have a favor to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Kupo. Kupo? That's where this all started. Yes, so I do need to go back to Alexandria, but of course I will say I will deliver the letter, because that's one of the things we have to do. So, now what I am also going to do is I'm going to talk to the old man. Huh? You have some magical fingertip. Will you give it to me? Sorry, I forgot the old man. Will you give it to me? I beg you. Yes. Oh, thank you. Zidane, what's wrong? Old man, I used to be a fairly well-known blacksmith. My work was everything to me, and then one day my wife died. That's when I moved here. I've lived here ever since. A few years ago, I read a biography of a great craftsman named Gogo, who was known for making dolls that looked like real people. Supposedly, the secret to his extraordinary skills was in his fingers. So I figured if I could get his fingers and combine them with my skills, I could make a doll that looked like my wife. I'm such a fool. Look at these fingers. They look worn down as if they never got a break. They look just like my fingers. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I now realize that I must accept who I am and how I have lived my life. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. I no longer need it. And we received the Excalibur. And so, I know you can't see it, but we did just get another trophy. It's called Sword of the Kings, because of course we got the Excalibur. Now, how is the Excalibur? I don't know, because I don't have Steiner in my party. So, I'll have to show it to you once I can do that. So, yeah, stuff to look forward to, right? Okay, so, now we have pretty much everything we have, at least that we needed to complete in Digurio. And so now we just need to go ahead and get back to Alexandria in order to give Kupo the letter. So for this one, I will go ahead and just pause this and just get you once I'm back at Alexandria. So see you in just a moment. Okay, you guys, we are back to Alexandria, so let me go ahead and enter in, and we're going to the exact same spot we were. And again, if you want to try your luck at the jump rope, please feel free. Again, just make sure that you do have either Aiko or Vivi. You'll be able to go ahead and do this. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Kupo. Mognet, give Kupo a letter. A letter from Nagi? What the letter says, I now know what's needed to run the machine in Mognet Central. It's super slick. I heard a rumor about it. The rumor said that someone in Alexandria has it. At least that's what I heard. Kupo, find it and send it to Central right away. Kupo, super slick, Kupo. But I don't know who has any. Alright, anything else we need to do? Nope. Okay, so why does it leave us like that? It's because there's someone in Alexandria, like they were saying, who has Super Slick, and I just went past where we're supposed to go into. Ruby actually has the Super Slick, so we need to talk to Ruby. Miss Southern Belle. Ruby, well, from a hide. How'd you know I use this here Super Slick in my hair? You wanna try some? How come you be needing it? You wanna be beautiful like me? You're pulling my leg, aren't ya? No? Well, I'll get my folks to send some more. You can have this one. So we just received Super Slick, and believe it or not, yet another trophy. It's called Well Lubricated. 'Cause, you know, it's Super Slick. Ruby, you ain't gonna give it to some girl as a gift, are ya? That's not so good. No, of course not. Ruby, I do declare that Lowell's too big for his britches. What in tarnation are we supposed to do? But you're the one who wanted it. Sorry. Okay, so continuing on. What are we gonna do? So we need to deliver the Super Slick to Mognet Central. So it's gonna be a little bit of a flight, but I'll go ahead and take you all with me, because we haven't gone there that many times. But it's actually just above the outer continent, and it's actually right here. And luckily there is a forest, so we can actually land, and then come over here. Wait, where is it? I thought it would be right here. Oh, it must be on the other side. Yes! Other side! Okay. Oh, let's go ahead and go on in. Mognet Central. And so, she's here. Wasn't she at the okay, I don't... who do we need to talk to? We need to talk to Artemisian. Hey, you brought some Super Slick. Will you give it to me? Of course we will. Thanks. With this oil, I can... No, I mean, I'll get the... Artemisian. Thanks. I'll give you this in return. And we got a protect ring. But isn't that what we're gonna get when we do the Nero Brothers... Yeah, it's still the same, yes. Artemisian. I was happy because my coat became so soft. But I took everyone's fun away. I'm sorry, I won't do it again. And we got another trophy. It's called Back Online, because, you know, Mognet Central is now back online. Of course, for anyone who has the strategy guide for this, every single page it has, you know, it's trying to give you hints and everything, and what does it have on the, you know, the edge of the page? Oh, so it's telling us information. Don't leave too soon because there are other things to do. To find out what, visit Play Online. And then it gives you, it's telling you a powerful weapon, which I'm pretty sure is talking about the Ultima, but then it gives a keyword, and then it tells you to go to, you know, playonline.com. And is that still a website? Yes, but there's nothing about Final Fantasy IX. So, I guess it was fine for a year or two, and then, yeah, they got rid of it because everybody hated the book, the actual physical book that you had to buy. It was, at that time, it was $12.99 in the United States, and in Canada, it was $18.95. But yeah, you paid money for a book to give you a strategy or cheats. I always called them cheat guides because that's what I wanted them to be able to do. Let me cheat. To play the game even quicker, faster, and more efficient, smarter, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's not what this book did. So everyone hated it. I think even the author now won't actually talk about the reasons why they set it up the way they did, because it's, yeah, the author won't even say anything about it. I don't remember what the excuse he gives, but it might be, I don't actually talk about anything that's not in publication anymore. Something like that. And you're like, really? Really? Oh, hi Stiltskin. How you doing? Apparently I need to go a little slower. There we go. Siltskin. Hey, it's starting up again. Yep, go ahead and tell everybody. So, yeah, the back online. It makes sense that that's what the trophy is named, but yeah, like I said, for people who actually have this, who bought the strategy guide back, you know, in 2000, it wasn't really a good one. 7, 8, even 10 was way better. But yeah, not that one. And do I have all the strategy guides still? Yeah, because I still have my PS1. But I just like the fact that PS4 came out and we have lovely cheats like Battle Assistance, the 9999, the High Speed mode, which I love, Safe Travel, even better. But yeah, so what am I doing now? I don't know. I was just talking. So we did that, we did all of that. We can actually, not something I'm looking forward to, but let's go ahead and find the last friendly monster, which the friendly monster, ooh, what was that? Yeah, that's story. We're not going to do anything about that. So we are going to go ahead and encounter the final friendly monster. Why am I not looking forward to it? Because we're here at Fairy Island. And what is Fairy Island? That's the island who has Yans. That is not an enemy that we actually want to really encounter, because it's very powerful. One of the things that it is really good, that it's pretty much the most easily found random enemy that we have to encounter that will actually cast will actually cast venom on you, which venom is the status effect that makes it so then your party or the party member who's affected will not get either EXP or AP. Now, this is great when you are looking to level, because if you can get everybody but one party member have that, and I keep on wanting to say vaccine because that's the item that you need to use in order to cure virus. Virus, that's the word. So virus, that's what it will do. And for the Yans, yes, they're able to do it. They'll actually put it on a single party member, although it does not work every single time. So you would need to check and see if it actually did stick. Now, why wouldn't it stick? Just lots of random math stuff. Sometimes it's because of your stats and, you know, how good your spirit is. Just plain luck. All that sort of stuff. So it is something to be aware of. Do people love actually the Yans? Yes, but they can also just do a meteor and they can kill your entire party. Especially with the levels that I'm at right now, it's a very huge possibility that that will happen. If I can only encounter one, I might not die, but if I encounter like 3 of them, yes, I have party members that can do the 9,999, but of course they have more HP than that, so you have to actually hit them twice. I think they're more like 14,000 HP, not 14,000. Yeah, actually 14,000. Let me look. Like, I guess that is one thing that I can actually find in the actual strategy guide. which is still not the best one. Let's see, a yan. Oh, no, it has just over 19,000. So yes, so this is not an enemy that you can just be like, oh, I just need to do, in my case, thievery, and, that'll be taken care of. No, not at all. Okay, so let's go ahead, and this will be, which I really like, that I only have to do the stutter step one more time. Will it guarantee that I will get the friendly yan on the very first try, and we will need to give it a diamond? No, of course not. Doing the stutter step makes it so then it is more probable that will be the enemy that I will actually encounter. But yes, this should be the last time I have to do this, because I really hate doing this. So what I will do is I will simply go ahead and bring you guys back once I actually get into a fight. So see you! Alright, my peeps, I'm finally back. Oh, okay, so what happened? I did actually get into 2 random battles, one with 3 regular yens and one with 2. Oh my gosh. Let's see, the first one with the 3, it killed 3 of my party members. I was able to revive Zidane, and then I was able to flee. Of course, healed, cured everything, and then I got into a second fight. I was still doing the stutter step, but yeah. Anyway, so that one I lucked out a little bit better. I was able to get Zidane and flee, and that didn't end up with any deaths of my party members, which I'm very happy about. So now I finally got the friendly yan. Give me a diamond. Alright. Yes, of course I will. Okay. Yes, the diamond's right there. Make sure to give it to Yan. Let's hurry this along. Thanks a lot. Now you can reach the round guy. Okay, so who is the friendly yan talking about? Of course, it's talking about Ozma, because it looks like a marble. So I know you guys can't see it. However, we are... Yes, here it is. We just received... Sorry, getting rid of this. We just received a trophy called Mr. Nice Guy, which is just the fact that we did encounter all of the friendly creatures. So, easy, right? Now, going back to Ozma. Ozma, since we have completed this, since we were able to get all of the friendly creatures, what that means is now we can actually do physical attacks for Ozma. What, we couldn't before? No, actually, it wouldn't have worked. Also, Ozma has this attack called Doomsday, and it is shadow magic. So that would have healed him, because he has that ability, and of course, my party would take damage. Unless, of course, I have stuff to guard it. Anyway, but now, since we have done Mr. Nice Guy, now the shadows won't actually heal Ozma. So when he does do the Doomsday, it will actually hurt him. So, yay? Alright, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Oh my gosh. But the nice thing is, I don't have to do the stutter step ever again, because I've done all of the Ragtimer Mouse, and I've also done all of the friendly creatures. Yay! Alright, so what am I going to do now? I am going over to Chocobo Paradise. Why, you say? It's because, since we have gotten the final dive treasure, now when we talk, it's going to be a little bit of a different conversation. So let's go ahead and go in here. So let's go ahead and... wait. There's... You can do cards? Okay, I'm not going to do that right now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and talk to the King Chocobo, which is Fat Chocobo. Choco, You finally found all the treasures in the world. It is now time for you to start your life here. Great. Monet, don't forget about me, Kupo. How could you forget about me, Kupo? I'm gonna live here too. It's you again, eh? Like I said before, only chocobos can live here. I'm sorry. Monet, but Choco needs me, Kupo. Fat Choco, there are no exceptions. I apologize, small one. Kupo! Zidane, forget about it, Monet. This world is only for chocobos. Let's go home. You can come visit, right? It's not like you'll never see Choco again. I won't be able to, but you can. Fat Chocobo, I'm afraid this is the last time you'll ever see Choco. You led Choco here, but now that he is here, you can no longer enter. Monet, no fair, Kupo. Fat Chocobo, but I'll give you something in exchange. Receive Fat Chocobo card. Choco, it is time to say goodbye. Quay? Monet, Kupu, are you sure, Choco? Quay. Monet, Kupo, I understand. I'm heading home, Kupo. Take care, Choco. Quay. Goodbye, Kupo. Kupo. Zidane, how will I get home? Monet, aren't we flying? What? Wait! You can't fly, Zidane. Zidane, I'm not that heavy. You can carry me, Monet, right? Monet, I never expected to run into a problem like this, Kupo. Monet, okay, Kupo. Try hanging onto my feet, Kupo. And Kupo, hey. Zidane, this is not good. Quay. Zidane, hey, listen, Monet. Did you hear that? That's Choco. Quay. Monet, this is Chocobo's paradise, Kupo. It's probably some other Chocobo. Quay, Choco. Quay. Monet, Kupo, I knew you'd come back. Monet, see, Choco needs me, Kupo. Zidane, you're the one that needs Choco, Monet. Quay. Monet, let's go back to the forest, Kupo. Quay. Zidane, well, I can finally go home now, too. Quay, Kupo. And, alright, let's go ahead and see the card. Now, I've had this card before. Oh, actually got not bad arrows. Usually I don't get very good arrows. Unfortunately, due to the numbers 1P11, yeah, we're not going to use it ever. It's certainly not stronger than, Dark Matter or any of the other cards that I normally play with. Anyway. Oh, actually, sorry. Sidetracked. But I want to make sure I don't have any duplicates of any of the cards, because remember, we can only have a total of 100 available. And if we don't have it available, we can't get it. So, yes, so that's going to be that. So I did also want to show you guys, I am going back into Choco Parrot, if I can get there. I did want to show you guys one more thing. And what is that? I am going to go ahead and talk to Fat Chocobo. I never thought he'd refuse to stay in our paradise. Maybe it's just as well. Alright, so if I talk to him again, he'll say the same thing, but if you notice, you can play cards. Fat Chocobo. When you leave, try visiting all the world's beaches by yourself. Do not fear the monsters. Actually, you do have to fear the monsters. I'll grant you peace and restore you once you have visited them all. So, now we got another side quest. A card game? Why not? So, am I going to actually show you guys this card game? No. As you like. But will I come back in with you guys not following me around? Yes, because I really have to be careful about that I don't actually lose a card game. So, yes. So, why am I standing here? If I talk to this chocobo, are you sure? You won't find dead peppers very easily outside the world, that's true. Do you want all the dead peppers I own? Yeah. Although, will I need 99 of them? No. But I do still need to use those in order to get to the Sky Garden. Because, well, Ozma's going to be there waiting for us. Alright, so that's the plan. I will go ahead and, I'll go ahead and actually save my game. And what I will do is I will go back in and play all the chocobos, including the king. Do I think they're going to have really great cards? No. They'll probably have a lot of chocobo cards, though. But, alright, let's go ahead and save. Okay, so I did go ahead and played all of the chocobos that I could for cards, and now I'm back. Did I really get anything really cool or neat? No, not really, but, again, I'm just trying to go ahead and play 100 different players. I really should have started this earlier, but I didn't, so hopefully we'll get it. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'll actually get the 100, playing 100 different players for the cards. I'm gonna try, but yeah, I just don't know if I can, because I am really not going to have a lot more chances to actually play people, or at least different locations and that sort of thing. I know that in the kind of final dungeon, there are, like, shadows that talk to you that you can also play cards with, which is a little weird, but, yes. So, what am I doing now? We do have that new quest that the Fat Chocobo gave us, which is to basically visit all of the different beaches, and I need to I need to go ahead and land. Now this is something that I can't remember how to land apparently, but this is something that you don't have to be flying for, because you just have to be able to get to the beach. And what happens when you get to the beach? You do have this extra, the exclamation with the waves underneath it. That means that this is a beach that you haven't done. So you need to go ahead and press the circle button in order to have it add to the number of beaches that we've visited. Now, I don't think I'll actually show you this, because it's really tedious, because all you really do is you run around on Choco, going around and making sure that you have visited all the beaches. And so there's one over here, so I can go ahead and get off and do that. So yes, it's very, very tedious. And it also kind of, it also can get you very stuck, that you start having to go all the way back and around, trying to get to everything because you missed one that you thought you got, and yeah, all that sort of stuff. So I will go ahead and complete this on my own. I will say that you do have to make sure that you're very aware for the Forgotten Continent. Yes, there are no beaches on the actual continent, but there are quite a few of the islands that does have beaches. Like the beach that has the Q's March, or the island that's around the Forgotten Continent that has the Q's Marsh. That definitely has beaches. So basically you just have to visit everything around here. Again, you'll just have to make sure you visit all this, because I know that there is beaches here. And if they are connected, like the one here, it really is just one, but I mean, double check and make sure. And yeah, you just have to go around. A lot of the islands don't have it, but yeah, you just need to make sure, because even on the Mist Island, there are a couple ones that do have the actual shoreline. So make sure, again, you just really go around and make sure you've gotten everything. Again, the Forgotten Island, or sorry, the Forgotten Continent, that's really not going to have that many just right around it, or not going to have any, because we weren't able to get onto it because there was no beaches. So again, for the Forgotten Continent, it's more of the islands that are around the actual continent. So, so yes, I will actually work on this. This one drives me absolutely bonkers because I go around being so confident, and then I'm like, why hasn't the trophy come up? Or, why can't I actually heal myself? Because I also do want to find out if it's MP and HP. I know definitely HP, but I've never really watched to make sure that it actually does both of it, that it fully heals you. And we'll be able to verify that. Alright, just to show, we did get the watched the waves around the world and relaxed. What is that? That's, so I did go ahead and complete it. It took quite a while because I was trying to be very careful. But I was able to get it, so that's what the message says, and the trophy is actually the beach bum, which makes sense considering, yeah, we just went around to all the beaches. And so what this means is that when I go to any beach, that same alert, I guess, now if I just hit that, and that message means that I was fully healed. Although, let me get back off of here. Not that you could tell that I was actually hurt or anything like that. What I think I'll do is I'll go to Burmecia and get attacked by hopefully those thieves, and they can, knock down my MP, and I'll see if that will actually work. Ooh, it would be nice if I actually made it so I could get random battles. But yeah, hopefully I'll get some of the thieves. Like them. Although I really want them to do... Oh my gosh. I should have just attacked. I was hoping they were going to do Magic Hammer, because that's the thing that will actually make it so then they take a lot of your MP. Well, not take, because they just, they use it, but then it is. Okay. So that was enough. What does that mean? It just basically means Dagger has, only 107 MP, so let's go ahead and run to the nearest beach. And the nearest beach is going to be over here. Like past here. Yep, right there. So if I get off, and see, I don't have to be on the beach itself, I just have to be pretty near it. So let's go ahead and do watch the waves around the world and relaxed. Okay. And yes, so it does do both HP and MP. So excellent. So yeah, I just wanted to verify that. So I hope you guys have a really great day, whether it is morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you guys. Just have a really great one. Stay safe, and I'll see you for the next episode. Bye!